Hello and welcome. This is Paul Paps again from Mortgage Choice. So you found the right property and it's not going to auction, which is fantastic. The property ticks all your boxes, it's your dream home, and you want to go ahead and make an offer. But what do? How do you go about that process? Well, let's have a bit of a chat, give you some guidance on that as well. So firstly, all offers that you make on the property should only be in a verbal or written format. So in other words, yes, you can do a text. Yes, you can send an email. Of course, you can call the agent directly and make your offer over the phone or in person. It's important for you to know that any offer that you make in either a verbal or a written format is not legally binding, in the sense that until you sign a contract, and we're certainly not recommending that you sign a contract at an early stage, you are not legally bound. So important for you to know that even if your verbal offer is accepted and it's all verbal, that you can pull out and the other side can pull out as well. So very important for you to know that any agreement that you might have in a verbal sense or text or email is not valid until a contract is signed and exchanged with deposits paid. And your legal representative will help you with that process as well. It's also important for you to know that the agent that you're negotiating with is actually not working with you for you. They're working for the other side. They're working for the owner, and they're being paid by the owner to firstly sell the property at the highest possible price that the owner is that is acceptable to the owner. So they're not working with you. They're not working for you, even though they might seem to be your best buddy and best friend. So be very conscious of those two very important things. Once your offer is accepted, it is important that you engage both your solicitor or conveyancer and ourselves to start finalising things for you. Okay. Have the solicitor or conveyancer thoroughly review the contract before you sign it to make sure that what you're understanding to be the property in terms of what it offers, any conditions that you might like to impose in the contract or have agreed. Everything has to be in the contract, and the contract has to be satisfactory to you. And you've also got to make sure that there are no nasty clauses in that contract that aren't acceptable to you. Something that hasn't been represented by the agent, but your solicitor or conveyancer has picked up for you. So very important for you to have that contract professionally reviewed and negotiated before you sign the contract. If your property is subject to a cooling off period, which it quite commonly is, once you've agreed on price, there's usually a 5 to 10 day cooling off period. Then certainly arrange your inspections in terms of pest and building reports and any council approvals. Also gives us a chance to finalise the formal loan approval for you as well within that cooling off period. Once that cooling off period has expired and you've done all your checks and balances, your contract has been satisfactorily reviewed and negotiated by your solicitor, we've obtained the formal loan approval for you, you are then required to pay the balance of the deposit. Now, at some stage previously, you may have been required to pay a 0.25% holding deposit, which is non-refundable, which effectively binds you to the property and allows you to commence the cooling off period. But once all that has expired, you're then in a position to sign the contract properly, pay the right deposit, and effectively that's when you take ownership of the property and all your negotiations are complete and you've commenced that process of now settling on the property at a later date. As always, we're here to help you. We help a lot of our clients with the negotiation process of buying property, what to do, how to go about it, and so forth. So please reach out to us. We are here to help you. Thank you again.